officially measured at below minus 60 degrees Fahrenheit. The coldest border in the world. Never seen anything like that, I think. Let's go in. Can't stay out in this. Whew. I'm gonna see if I can take a shower here first, between two sticks. This place is so cold that nobody stops their cars ever. Alright, good morning. Minus 17 and my heater just died because I ran out of propane. So, wow, look at this. This is amazing. Gonna go and change my propane bottle. Hello everyone, and welcome. My name is Jarl, and I spend the entire winters living in the Arctic in a van. Let me give you a look into how my life actually is on a very normal day, doing my routines, my chores, and then going to the coldest Arctic border in the world. My van is built on a Fiat Ducato, which is similar to a Ram ProMaster in the United States and Canada. Alright, my friends, we might see the sun today. That would be nice. It's overcast, but there are some breaks in the clouds, and I could see the sun hitting some mountain plains over here. So, cheers to the sun. Got the most important meal of the day, of course. And it was much colder here through the night than what was on the forecast. I'm on Finnmarksvidda, the largest mountain plateau up here in the Arctic. It's Sunday today. I might just stay here. I like this place. And there's no wind and it's pretty calm. I'm planning maybe to go down to Finland again and circle around and come up further east in Norway again for the most remote parts out there. So that's the plan so far. We'll see about the weather forecast today and tomorrow. Then we'll make a decision. Reply to a bunch of comments now on my new video that I released last night. So, thank you so much for watching, my friends. Really appreciate that. today I think we might actually see the sun. Looks completely clear. Let's see what we got out here. Ice. Ice on the window. A huge difference for me in the Arctic winter being in a van is that I do not have any water in my tanks or any running water inside the van at all. So all my water has to come from containers that I keep in warm spaces. This also makes my cleaning habits somewhat of an issue or something to be dealt with more frequently. So I go to gas stations and rest stops and campsites, etc. to get showers and get cleaned up. But coffee, the most important meal of the day, is always the same. Winter and summer. Arctic cold or heat wave. It's coffee time. Most important meal of the day. You know how it goes. Windows are frozen on the outside, and today I'm hoping we'll see the sun. It should come up here, and it's 10 o'clock now, so maybe 11-ish, 11:30-ish, around there. Or maybe it's in half an hour, I'm not quite sure. But I think this is the right direction for it. Frozen crystals on the window. I don't know if you can see that, but that's on the outside. I don't know how that happened, but I think it was down to -1 last night, actually. Like just for an hour or two, it was much warmer, and then it got very much colder again. So maybe just some damp. Maybe the van melted a little bit of the ice on the outside, and then it froze again. I don't know. Just speculating right now. Let's open the sunroof and see how it looks up here. Frozen. Finnmarksvidda plateau up here. And it's pretty quiet. Cold. Beautiful winter morning. This is the Starlink that I use to get internet anywhere in the Arctic. Gotta love it. Looking so forward to seeing the sun now. Let's lean back and have some comfort time. I'm having a lot of comfort time. This van here, been staying here since Saturday. It's Monday today. It's been a great spot. Cheers, my friends. The most important meal of the day. And thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate that. So I could do a circle around to Enontekiö. Looks like it's -20. Or I could circle to Karasjok. That's same temperature. Yeah, it's gonna be snowing. How about the North Cape? That's always a wild card because the weather out there is so harsh. Can't make any decisions before I've had more coffee, to be honest. But you can see the horizon here is pink, and I think the sun might be coming up soon. So, cheers, my friends. Here it comes. Wow. There it is. It's in the trees now. Welcome, sun. Here comes the sun. It's around 10:40. And we're pretty high up now. There it is. You see that round thing? So amazing. I don't think it's gonna get higher than this. It's just gonna skirt the treetops here now. But that's fantastic. This is how it affects the terrain. You see the lower parts are probably not gonna see the sun. But then the higher parts got sunlight on it. It's a cold world out here. This region is the coldest area of Arctic Norway, Finland and Sweden, with temperatures having been officially measured at below -60 degrees Fahrenheit or -51.4 degrees Celsius. This winter I have experienced temperatures at below -40 degrees, yet I have stayed away from the coldest areas that I'm now currently in. This area between these three Arctic countries is home to the coldest Arctic border crossings in the world. Alright, it's frozen on the windows, but there's sunlight. This is so cool. Look at this. Love it. And it's been a long dark, but the thing is now we're gonna get long light. So going into the Arctic summer, there's gonna be a turning point in spring where the days start growing very long, and in the summer the sun will never set. That's the cool thing. That's something I really love. I really love that time of the year. Unless it's too warm, then it gets impossible to sleep. So very happy with this return of the sun. So packing up now, gonna drive down to Kautokeino, see if I can get some propane there, and haven't decided yet where I'm going. Frozen stuff. Frozen lands. The future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. Alright, I wanted to take this little detour down to a place called Mace. And it's spelled the same way as the Mace in Canyonlands National Park. I guess it's a Sami village. Like, not an official one, but it's probably mostly the natives from up here, the Sami people. So let's have a quick look. It's probably extremely cold down here. This is probably like a cold valley. It's pretty incredible location down here. Very nice. Down by the river. I guess they have to wait a little bit longer for the sun here. A few more days. The maze. I have no idea about how they say that. Here's their church. And they have a little store here. It's beautiful. Little local store. Oh. Gonna go in here and get my sparkling water, I think. Ove's Varecenter. It's owned by a guy called Ove. Hi. Hej.
Ja,
Tar du pant her?
ja da. Bare sett den opp på ja, så kan jeg returnere den til deg.
Ja, skal bare finne dagens. Bare ha en sånn av deg fra den vogna der.
Det var 5 kroner i tann.
Ja.
Den her går til halv pris. Ja, det blir 15 kroner. Takk for det.
Så det. Super. Takk skal du ha.
Takk for nå. Ha det.
Ha det. Ja. I asked Ove if they had any like Sami cultural stuff here in this town, and he said no, I gotta continue to Kautokeino for that. And basically it's only houses down here, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna, yeah, I'll drive down just because it's beautiful here. Look at the mountains in the back there with sunshine. Yeah, farming. So here's the local school. Reindeer in there, of course. A frozen town here. It's around -20 here. Snowmobiles. And I guess the old store. Right, let's head to Kautokeino then. I saw some reindeer in here. Yeah, there's a few sleeping there. Hey. So they actually had -45 degrees Celsius here in that previous cold spree. Hey Siri, how much is -45 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
-45 degrees Celsius is -49 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, -49 degrees Fahrenheit for you Americans. That's pretty cold. So here are some locals looking at the sun. That's a very typical activity here around these days. People come out to high points and They just watched the sun for the first time in 2 months, I think it is. Right, it's 12:30 and the sun is down again. So that lasted about an hour and a half. And we're back in the darkness of the Arctic. I love that I got to see the sun a little bit though. My 360 amp hours of lithium batteries have built-in heat, and they charge very efficiently while I'm driving. If the battery is too cold, it heats itself up to the necessary temperature before it starts charging from the alternator. Seems like we're going into a real cold ditch here now. You can see that cold mist down here. I'm thinking the temperature will drop quite fast now. It's a lovely twilight today. cold mist. Wow. Stunning plains out here. Not sure if you can see it, but it's amazing. I can see the top of the sun as well over there. Getting close to Kautokeino now. 6 kilometers left. Can you see the top of the sun there? That's so cool. There it is, the sun again. Above Kautokeino. Now it's smoking out here with the frost. It's gonna get really cold again. Here we are in Kautokeino. There's something going on with reindeer here now. I think all the tracks you see here are... Yeah, there's a bunch over there in the forest. Don't know if you could see that. I might come back here. This is Kautokeino. Gonna start by going to the store and see if they have propane at the grocery store here. Frozen Wonderland. So this is one of the two capitals of Samiland in Norway. So it's Kautokeino and Karasjok. Karasjok is also the cold capital of Norway, with the record measured cold of minus 62 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm gonna see if I can take a shower here first. Yeah, they have propane here as well. Hej. Har dere dusj her?
Ja.
Mobil.
Ja, det går bra.
Gjør det det? Ok. Shower. Well, how nice was that? I got a shower. That's always good. So this year I'm managing to get showers like 3 times a week. And that's quite helpful actually. Makes you feel much better than the once a week I managed to get past years. It's frozen here. It's really cold. And it's gonna get even colder. So let's go to Rema 1000 and see what we can find there. This is this is a service garage area. Or maybe like a dealership for used cars. Almost looks like it. Just wanted to see the backside here. It's always fun. Old tires, stuff. Yeah, definitely a garage or service stop here. Everything is frozen solid. Love it. Here's my usual store, extra, but I don't have anything I need today, I think. Frozen houses, frozen everything. Kautokeino. This is the most pretty I've seen Kautokeino. I've come through here before in both summer and winter, but today it's just much more pretty. Frozen solid and amazing. With the sun just having returned. So Kautokeino itself is down by the river here. This is the town. And I'm gonna see if I can find like a Sami village or something. Or like a tourist stop. Like a cultural center or something. If they have something like that. There should be a museum right here somewhere. Let's go and get propane first, then we'll see. So you see all the snowmobile tracks? Most of the traffic up here in Sami land or Lapland happens with snowmobiles. Here we are. Ja.
Den sikkert etter i dag.
Oi, unnskyld. Har du propan?
Ja.
Har du propan? Propan. Ja.
Jag ska checka.
Okej, jag är på här.
Gass, 10 000.
Ja.
Kommer du bara betala det vi har?
Okej, ja. Inte.
Ska vi komma?
Nei, 10 kilo. Sånn med mindre, altså med... Ja, der var det. Yes, så skal jeg hente den inn. This place is so cold that nobody stops their cars ever. At least not the locals. They just keep them running while they're in the store. Okay, I think I found a museum. Gonna head back across the bridge and see if it's open. It might be a little bit off season right now, but let's have a look. I think they had one bottle left of propane, and I'm glad they have it here because it's cheaper than going to the gas stations, but that would have worked as well. Kautokeino, I have a friend who has a family here, music producer and bass player. His name is Svein Schultz, and he's the orchestra leader for Mari Boine, who's the biggest Sami artist in the world, I guess. Maybe I'll run into him, but he's probably out on a tour somewhere. I think they both live here. Alright. This is where I want to go down and have a look. So this is, I guess it's an old homestead or something. Cool. I have a feeling it's not open, but we'll see. We'll see. Looks like I'm on the wrong side here. Well, probably not. Maybe I won't get out of here again. Let's go and have a look, shall we? No, looks closed. Pull hard. Got the old boat here. I think it's over here. It's old, like old Sami homestead. It is cold though. I don't have a lot of clothing on me, but it's around -20 here now, maybe -25. Ooh. This is nice. A little bit too deep here. I got snow in my shoes. Oops. So if you didn't know, this thing here is like a stick between two sticks. Very common in most of the world, actually. Yeah, so I think these are the old, really old ones. Like, I don't know what it's called, but it's kind of dressed in the ground, basically. There's one more back here. It's cold. It's cold and beautiful. Want to go and see the church? Yeah, let's go and see the church. Might be open. So, I know you want to see the inside, by the way. But the snow is so deep. Only this animal here. Oh, it's too deep. Can't get in here without making a mess. So, gotta save that for another time. So back to this one. This is a very international thing. It's like a stick between two sticks. Very common in all of the world, basically. Kind of what binds cultures together. Don't you think? You really don't want to walk outside in these temperatures like I do, unless you are an actual Viking, because it's too cold. Yeah, the forecast says around -20, but it's dead quiet and a clear sky, and that always makes it even colder than the forecast says. So I'll check my sensor, how cold it is. What a lovely light today. Absolutely beautiful. Let's go up to the church. If it's open, we'll go inside. It just looks frozen, so it's probably quite beautiful. Okay, need momentum here. Well, it's not slippery at all, so. These are some old graves. 1913. $1909. Don't think it's open. What's this? 1899. Huh. $1859, or is it 1959? 1859 over here. I should have done some research, because there might be some very historic grave sites here. Hatta is a very well-known Sami name. I guess one of their water pipes broke. That's what that machine is doing there. What a beautiful location for a church. Right, let's go back and see if the reindeer are still up there above the town. Yeah, 2 weeks ago it was below -40 here. Maybe you've seen that video where I didn't do the full 6-hour round trip over here because I ran into -40 over in Finland, and it was just too cold to go on for that for 6 hours in below -40. Yeah, but let's go up to where I saw all the reindeer. See if they're still there. How frozen everything is. Did I ever tell you how much I love all the frozen lands? How much I love the winter, the extreme weather, the extreme cold, the extreme snow. This is just paradise for me. I get a lot of questions if I ever get lonely in my van. Alone in these remote, desolate areas where the sun is gone for 2 months in winter and there is so much darkness. But the truth is, I rarely get lonely. It's a good life, a life of freedom and mostly free of stress. That's the truth about how van life alone actually is for me. It is of course different for everyone, but it's not always the hardship some say it is. My choice is purely based on my urge for freedom, adventure, and a simpler life. It does not come from a place of struggle or hardship. I just wanted to share this aspect of my story so you can enjoy a different perspective on what van life alone is actually like. Alright, I've decided I think I'm gonna go down to Finland, maybe? Again? I got a 1 hour, 19-minute drive down to a really cool spot in Finland. I've decided I'm heading to Finland. It's only an hour driving. And it's so beautiful now everywhere around here that I wanted to drop down there. And it's gonna be mighty cold, but it's all good. So now it's 2:30. It's pretty dark. What a remarkable place this is. In the coldest days of the winter. Oh, there's a few reindeer. So got 6 kilometers to Finland now. Then I'm gonna be driving for 45 minutes inside Finland to a place I've been looking at. Bunch of reindeer here as well. Gotta take it a little bit easy, I think. So beautiful. Huh. Look at this light here. Incredible. Absolutely stunning. This truly is remarkable. I love it. Look at this frozen goodness. Not sure if my camera is picking it up, but it is remarkable. Here's the frozen border. Look at the buildings here. Incredible. Everything is frozen. I think we got a customs person there. No, it was actually the road management controlling the trucks. Huh. A frozen world out here. I'm so glad I drove this way. So this is up on the border between Norway and Finland on Finnmarksvidda, and it's really been frozen solid here. Never seen anything like that, I think. That's a land of ice and snow. A land of ice and fire. Incredible. Yeah, so this is the border and checkpoint. Can't really tell what you're supposed to do when everything's frozen. All the signs are frozen. The coldest border in the world. The coldest, most frozen border in the world. Let's just do that. Insane. Don't know which side to drive on even. We'll just go through here and see if somebody comes chasing after us. Absolutely crazy. That's the most frozen place I've ever seen. Look at all the poles and everything here. It's just layered in ice. We're in Finland, and as the previous time I was here, it's amazing. I'm so glad I came down here. I love Finland. I've really fallen in love with this place this winter. The beauty and the snow. It's a different kind of beauty than Norway. Norway is more rough and rugged, and there's mountains and there's fjords and there's water and there's storms and hurricanes and blizzards. Here it's more like a quiet, like silence, which is a totally different thing. But both are needed for complete winter bliss. Look at now, you can maybe see in the air here. I turned on my side lights and you can see there's like just frost crystals drifting through the air. Amazing. I'm sure my van is gonna be all ice tomorrow. All of this frosty ice that's on all the trees. With that purple glow in the background there. Look at this frozen world here. This is closed, but... Huh. I was hoping to get diesel here, but the pump is actually frozen. That is the first time I've experienced in the Arctic. I don't think I've ever seen the world as frozen as this. And the weather forecast here dropped fast towards minus 30 now. It's not gonna be minus 30 where I park, but you never know. It changes so fast now when it's quiet and very, very cold. Then you can get much colder temperatures than the forecasts say. So we'll just keep an eye on everything now. This could get seriously cold. You see that frost? Glittering through the air. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely stunning, everything here. Still got half an hour to go. We're in the most frozen village in the world right now, here in Finland. Wow. Look at this. You gotta be kidding me. It was just a spur of the moment going in here, but this is actually an electricity place, I think. It was just looking so cool. So I can't stay here. But you know, so these are the frozen lands we're dealing with. Right now I have 10 kilometers to go to where I was planning to camp. But this was pretty cool. Look at the trees. And it's very cold. It's already past minus 20, below minus 20, and it's only 4 o'clock. I'm not hating on it though. Gonna turn left here. Oh, the gas has gotten more expensive probably because this is border gas station. Back in Finland again, where everything's frozen solid. % frozen solid. Here's the store. I might go back here tomorrow or the day after. Get some stuff. Looks like this place is open, and That's very cool now. How to park so I don't get invaded. It's always the same problem. They flock to you like a magnet. Maybe if I park in that corner there. Let's have a look. Yeah. That's gonna keep most people away from this exact spot, I think. Look at this. Oh man. Amazing. Let's get set up. Alright, yeah. This is gonna be a cold one. Minus 22 now. And it's 5:30 here in Finland. Lost an hour here. So gotta keep an eye on this temperature here. This could be a really cold one. It is dinner time. It's 5 o'clock in Norway, but it's 6 o'clock in Finland. And I'm getting hungry. I didn't eat breakfast this morning, so first meal, I'm gonna do some bacon burgers that I just got in the store yesterday. And with that, I'm gonna do some caramelized onions, of course the chili mayo, and some cheese, and some lettuce in some tiny burger buns from Finland. So that's gonna be today's dinner. Windows are freezing on the outside here. But look at this scenery. I don't know if you can see much yet. I'll show you more in the morning, but it's like a super winter wonderland here. Really loving it. This is the Finland that I love. Amazing stuff. How about that border crossing there? That's gotta be the coldest border in the world. It looked totally like frozen solid, like it was on the North Pole, which isn't far from the truth, but this is a totally different place. So the coldest border crossing in the world. Sitting at minus 22 here, and the forecast said minus 20, I think. So this could get really cold. I see the windows are starting to form ice crystals on the outside here. So yeah, let's get burgers going. It's been a long time since I had burgers in my van. Actually haven't had burgers in my van this year at all. But every now and then you gotta have burgers, because that's just necessity. Let's see how these burgers look. 15% bacon, they say. Yeah, I think these are pretty decent. They're probably gonna shrink and become quite small, but I'm not super hungry, so 2 small burgers is okay. I'm here in the Arctic. I turned up my fridge to the 2nd level to get stuff freezing, because it's not really freezing in the fridge. It's a little bit too warm. Actually gonna have some jalapenos on this burger. These burgers as well. So I'm gonna start with chopping the onions and get the caramelization going. Really need caramelized onions with hamburgers. That's just, for me, the perfect side. So cold. When you drive around, the whole van gets cooled down because I can't have the heating on while I'm driving. That's like the valve that I have is not made for that. But on the good side, when I don't have that, like there's a collision valve you can have, on the good side, my propane never freezes. And I heard some people had problems with that when they have the dual valve that is the crash secure, that you can run the heat on while driving. All right, onions. Let's caramelize that. Add a little bit of oil. Let that simmer. I can clean the knife because I think that was the only thing that I needed a knife for on this cutting board. Get the onions off, away, and now I have to open the sunroof while I'm cooking. Not a fan of doing that while it's this cold. There's no avoiding it. Boom. Alright, while the onions are cooking, I'm gonna prep the burgers with some salt, some black pepper, oh, the smell of onions is pretty nice. All right, I think we can put the burgers on. Let's see if I can get those jalapenos up. Yep. Taste one. Oh yeah. Ooh. Ooh, they're really strong ones. Although it only says 2 out of 3. Ooh. Might not want to have too many of those. Alright, time to prep the burger buns with the chili mayo. Both sides now. And then some lettuce and I'll just do 2 jalapenos on each. They were so strong and I don't like strong food any longer. I'm kind of over that. Then let's get some cheese out. think we can flip the burgers. Yeah. Shouldn't be too long now. Let's say we're done. First burger. Second burger. And then this yumminess. This is going to be quite tasty, I think. Oh yeah. Brilliant. The heater is going really hard outside now. You see the smoke coming off the exhaust. So I'm deep in the forests of Finland now. Alright, so I've been watching Fallout on Amazon Prime. Gonna get to episode 3 now, I think. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I've changed the lighting in my van a little bit. I made it all kind of in the same style now. These are all IKEA, like paper lamps or paper lanterns. So it's basically the same style through the whole van. It's much easier to keep the batteries charged as well, because it's not like 6 different places you have to change the battery. It's only 3 now, so easier to manage. So how are things outside in the cold? Well, still minus 22. That seems to have been the low point for now, and it's 16 inside. It's hard to... No, that's not... Yeah, that's the inside. Yeah, so it's doing well. Let's have a look outside. Turn on the exterior lights. And wow. It's so beautiful. Can't wait to see this in daylight. How about this side? It's just glittering and blinking and yeah. Awesome. Also want to see if there's any northern lights going on. Yeah, there is over there. Don't know if it's showing up on the camera. I think you can see it. Might have to step outside and film some of this. Well, it's pretty crazy cold and pretty crazy dark out here. So, just filming the Northern Lights, and it's a little bit of a break in it, so I'm gonna head in before I freeze to death here. Let's go in. Whew. Yeah, you can see the ice is really starting to cover everything here now. The rime frost. So, can't. Yeah, it's gonna be a layer of ice on the van tomorrow. Can't stay out in this. Whew. Huh. Yeah. So, need to put the camera inside a bag before it starts getting really fogged over. Back in my happy place in the back of the van, and we're in Finland, and it's incredibly cold, but that's okay. Back to Fallout, and resume episode 2. Well, I guess that was over. Just gonna enjoy this evening here now, and even got some chocolate at that Ove's store up there. Caramel inside.